Hello everyone, this is Romario with a new Premodern video. Before we get started, now, like as always, I kindly ask if you like Legacy, if you like Premodern, if you like the videos that I post, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave your comments below. And for this video, I'll definitely like to hear some feedback. This is a deck that I'm very, very new to it. I don't think I even can't remember if I played against this deck on Magic Online or in paper yet. I've seen the list, but I've never got to experience playing against or playing with it. But yeah, so this is my first video coming back from Eternal Weekend. I kind of went over, well, not kind. I went over pretty much every Premodern match that I played in the podcast with Curran. So go check out that video. Also, Curran mentioned his the last tournament that he played, the Portland Monthly, and yeah. So first video coming back from Eternal Weekend, and this deck list is from Eternal Weekend. Unfortunately, I was not able to play the big event on Sunday. It was called the Sunday Showdown. It was now hosted, of course, by Art Titan, who is the TO of the North American Eternal Weekend. The event, unfortunately, was on Sunday, and I had to drive back home, and I could not stay for the later rounds, or if I did well, top 80 would be definitely out of the question. So I wasn't able to play, but we got the results from the event. Apparently, there were 111 players in the event, and I'm not sure how they worked out the top 8. Sometimes at events people chop the prizes or split prizes. But what we have here as the final standings was that Tireless Tribe ended up winning the whole event. I'm not sure if that's a player's name or if just their MTG Melee name. But it was like, it comes up as Zupon. And like I said, I've seen different versions of this deck. I used to see the name being called About Face, because that's the name of the card that that's part of the combo. I believe I've seen blue-red version of this deck with a very small white flash. I don't remember if I've seen a Quiet Speculation list, but either way, so this deck ended up taking down the big event on Sunday at Eternal Weekend. And basically what the deck's trying to do is you have a 2-card combo. You have Tireless Tribe that you can discard cards from your hand to make it get +4 in the toughness. Or get +4 toughness. Sorry, nah. +4 toughness. The only reason I remember this card is because when I first got into Legacy, this card was also played in Dredge. We didn't have Faithless Looting printed at that time, so Tireless Tribe and Putrid Imp, I think, were the two discard outlets that we could play in the deck. So that's how I remember playing Tireless Tribe. Yeah, so the combo here is that you make the toughness of the creature, the Tireless Tribe bigger, and you have this card called About Face. That's a sweet card from, I think it might be one of the first type of effect that switches the power for the toughness. And then it's pretty simple here, right? So you make it into a we're talking about Premodern, right? So people are fetching and taking damage from their pain lands, whatever. The few matches that I played testing this deck, it seemed like you don't have to get for the full 20. A lot of times making the toughness like 16 or 17, whatever you get to it. Well, it goes in incrementals of 4, right? So it'll be like 4, 9, 13, 17. So like 17, then you make it into a 17-1. Then it's usually enough for you to attack and for the win. Then you have some ways to like clear the way. You have Swords of Plowshares, you have Mother Runes, you got Glory. Volcanic Spray is kind of like another way that you can do that too. So like if you can just clear the way for Tireless Tribe to connect, great. There are decks that don't even have a way to interact with this combo, or they don't have like a really good way to interact with the combo either. Like so like decks like Elves, for instance, like a turn 1 Tireless Tribe, attacking puts them like in a very awkward situation, right? Because now they like, well, I can block with my elf, but then just risk losing my elf if they if you just discard a Call of the Herd or you discard a Volcanic Spray, you still get to untap and then do the same thing again next turn. And then if they don't block, then they just might be dead because of if you have an About Face. Obviously, playing a deck like this, kind of like the similar situation that Dredge and Legacy was playing. We have a lot of lands that make 5 color, right? So we got I usually like to call it like a rainbow mana base, right? Because you got lands that make all 5 colors. So we got the 4 City of Brass, the 4 Gemstone Mine. There's 1 Treva's Rune, which more than most of the time when I see using this card is really to reset Gemstone Mines. But it's also like it produces most of the colors you need except for the red, or I guess black when you include the sideboard. Then you have 3 copies of Undiscovered Paradise. This card, so the little practice I had with the deck and like just testing to record the video. A lot of times I actually wanted to have a 4th Undiscovered Paradise instead of the 4th Gemstone Mine. So maybe that's something that if I was gonna play this deck again, maybe I'll maybe for this league I should have changed it. I already registered the deck, so I'm not gonna change it. But no, maybe something to consider. Having 4 Undiscovered Paradise instead of 4 Gemstone Mines. But again, this person probably clearly knows the deck better than I do, so I'm just gonna go with the stock list. Then of course we have the 3 forests and the 2 plains, and the 4 Windswept Heath that can find either one of our basic lands, right? Also, just as a side note, I'm a big fan of pre-modern era basic lands. So as you can tell, I actually go through all my deck lists and I try to not arrange, but have the most pre-modern aesthetically pleasing deck I can. Especially since obviously with the DB accounts, so the daybreak accounts makes it a lot easier. But every time I download a new list or create a new list, I try to go through every card and change them to the original printing whenever possible. There's some cards that you can't really get technically the original printing, but for this one I really wanted to play with some basic force from Masks and Plains. I don't know, the usual Saga forces that I play, I like them, but I didn't really like the Plains from Urza's Saga, and I kind of like to have my basics matching the sets. I don't know, maybe I'm just weird, but anyways, I know some people out there they do love some basics from Premodern, so I just thought I should mention this. These are beautiful, and I actually don't think I own Masks basics in paper, so I might be doing some shopping lately. But either way, getting the Premodern talk aside here. Then of course, so we have Mother Runes. That's one of the great turn ones we can have with this deck. Tireless Tribe is the second one that if you're trying to go for a fast combo. We got the 4 Swords of Plowshares. Best removal and magic. So if you're playing white and you're playing a format that has Swords of Plowshares, you maybe play Swords of Plowshares, unless you're playing a combo deck. We got 1 Ray of Revelation and 1 Volcanic Spray and 1 Prismatic Strands and 1 Deep Analysis and 1 Roar the Wurm. The reason why I went over this first is because we have 3 copies of Quiet Speculation. Quiet Speculation is a card that's sweet. We've been seeing being played in Armageddon decks, and actually I've seen in a few other different decks too. And it's kind of in this case, almost like a demonic consultation, not demonic consultation, the demonic tutor. This deck, oftentimes, because you get to search for 3 cards that have flashback, right? So, Rare Revelation, you can deal with any enchantments your opponent has got. Volcanic Spray, great against decks that are playing small creatures, like I mentioned, like elves or goblins. It's probably very relevant against decks like Slide too, just killing Jackal Pups and Grim Lavamancers. And then we have the Prismatic Strands that I had to read this card a couple of times. I thought it was protection, and it's not. It just prevents damage that source of the color of your choice deal this turn. You can also untap white creature you control to flash it back. There's a few things to keep in mind here. You can make a Wild Mongrel into a white creature and then tap it to flash back Prismatic Strands. I don't know how many times this is going to happen, but it's just something to keep in mind. I think one of the matches I was playing before recording that came up, so just a cool thing to keep in mind. And then we've got 4 copies of Circular Logic. Again, we have 2 different discard outlets. Just getting basically a 1 mana. I don't think I can call it mana leak, but basically a lot of times it's just a 1 mana counter spell, right? It's not hard for you to have more than 3-4 cards in your graveyard. So we've got 4 calls. Follow the Herd, which notably, I guess you can also find Quiet Speculation. Missed that one. I was going over that. Deep Analysis, again, on the card, it's a quiet speculation target, or you can just draw and draw 2 and then flash back and draw 2 again. It's a total of 4 cards for the low price of 6 mana and 3 life. Almost like an Assassin Recall, basically, right? Then we got Glory, which is one of the incarnation from the cycle of Genesis. I think the other one I can think. Brown might be the green one. Anger. No, hold on a second. Is Anger an incarnation? I think it is, right? Now I'll look it up later. I don't want to get too distracted here. But again, Glory is a creature that you can, if it's in your graveyard, you can pay 1 white and 2, choose a color. Creatures you control gain protection from the chosen color until the end of turn. Activate only if this card's in your graveyard. So you don't have to have a land of a certain type in play, like like Anger or Wonder. So it's kind of more like Genesis, right? Super relevant too. Again, you're a deck that you're trying to connect with a creature or your creatures. So just being able to give your creatures protection from a certain color, pretty relevant. Then we got 3 copies of Arrogant Wurm. Again, we're playing sort of like a Madness deck with a green and white colors instead of like going to heaven on blue. Arrogant Wurm, again, a 4/4 with trample in this format, pretty good. And then Roar the Worm is another one that's like, it can be discarded from your hand, or you can find with quiet speculation, and then eventually flash it back. You got a 6/6 Worm token. Looking at the sideboard, so we got Enlightened Tutor, and then we have some cards that you might want to bring along with Enlightened Tutor when you sideboard in, because in your main deck you actually don't have any targets for your Enlightened Tutor, but you got 1 copy of Circular Protection Red, 2 copies of Disenchant, another copy of Rare Revelation, Rune of Protection's Artifacts. That's actually during the recording of Call of the Herd, I was blanking on why would you want to bring this, and then Curran smartly remembered that yes, you can deal with Phyrexian Dreadnought with this card. So Rune of Protection's Artifacts. I guess in certain cases you can also protect against the Rack and Curse of Scroll, Black Vice, things like that. But I have a feeling this is more because of Phyrexian Dreadnought, right? Again, so another target for Enlightened Tutor. You got 1 copy of Seal of Cleansing. Again, Enlightened Tutor target 2. 1 copy of Warmth. 2 copies of Armageddon. That I'm assuming this is for the slower matchups, like blue white something, or I don't know, mono black control, things like that. 2 copies of Engineer Plague. I mean, this one's kind of self-explanatory, but also pretty good against a deck that I've been playing lately. Phyrexian Devour combo, right? Because you can just name Construct or Phyrexian, I guess, with this card. Then we got a copy of Naturalize. I like the split that Disenchant and Naturalize. It is a little minor, but if you're playing a format that Meddling Mage is played, I guess it makes sense to have different ways to deal with enchantments and artifacts, right? You got Rare Revelation, Seal of Cleansing, Disenchant, and Naturalize. There's no way they can cover all of these with Meddling Mage unless they draw all 4 Meddling Mage. And at that point, I think that's just how it is. And then we've got 2 copies of 2 Graveyard Hate cards. We've got Tormod's Crypt and Phyrexian Furnace. Again, very excited to try this deck. Being meaning to have a reason to purchase some Quiet Speculations and Volcanic Sprays. Prismatic Strands is another card that I've been looking at it, and I know they're not expensive, but it's just I keep putting them on my cards, but then I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna play with them, and then I put it back, and then so yeah, I might be doing some shopping with some Quiet Speculations, Volcanic Spray, Prismatic Strands. Prismatic Ending is a different format. I also don't think I have a Glory in paper, and I'll be purchasing some nice Mercadian Masks basic lands after this league. Again, I think the deck looks really cool. I really like the idea that you have a deck that can turn 2 with a 2-card combo is like an AB combo. You guys saw how excited I was to play Tinker Fling. I know this is not quite the same thing, but this deck has other plans that can win the game too, so it's interesting. And yeah, excited to see how it goes, and we'll see you guys here for round 1. All right, so here's round 1. I think I'll keep it and kind of play like a green white game for a few turns. One thing I've been trying to figure out with this deck is like sequencing the fetches and when to fetch what. Generally speaking, seems like I want to use the fetch lands for green mana, but just so you don't take a ton of damage from your own mana base. So with that being said, I do have no green and white cards in my hand, so there's a black vice. You know what's good against black vice? Carding cards from your hand. Right. I hate the way Cedar Breast works on Magic Online. I mean, I know technically it works the same way in paper, but you know, nobody's telling me like, tap my Cedar Breast, trigger ability, fast priority. But card was printed like in a time where, you know, it wasn't like a mana ability thing. I guess I'll take 1 damage. I don't want to like discard a card just to avoid taking damage from Black Vice. Is it Vice or Vice? I'm sure. Alright, so now we're swinging for 4 next time if I want to. They are going to activate Falling Glaciers. Falling Glaciers is it's like one of my favorite cards from like alliances that that sound kind of bad because my opponent's playing the card right now, but I try to play Falling Glaciers in a few different decks and even like Psychotog, and it's always been kind of underwhelming unless I'm playing against blue-white something. Then it's okay, but can block if you control an untapped land. I mean, I guess I can just swing into. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna swing into them. Hold on. Did I just? All right. I meant to discard a thing, but it's all good. I did not mean to just let my creature die. All right. All right. That's mildly annoying. This circular logic are looking pretty terrible. It'd be really nice if I could draw another land. Okay, so they're doing this so they can block, I guess. Maybe not. I was about to say, I think we're already, yeah. Magic Online is very good at looking like visually looking at what's going on like in the game, but I do think that sometimes Magic Online makes it a little complicated. Well, 3 veteran brawlers. All right, I don't think I can beat that. Oh, they're not gonna attack. I think I have to discard some cards, you know. Yeah, I'm just gonna discard this and this. I'm not countering anything anymore, so and my life total is actually getting kind of low now. well, what can I do here? I guess I just have to. Well, yeah, not drawing lands. I don't know if I can do anything because I couldn't just attack into it. I guess I have to because if I don't, they just kill me in the swing back. But then they don't have to block too. I think this game is over. Trying to see if I have any draws like to get me out of this. Because they're 14, so they're only taking a maximum like 9 damage this turn. And they have exact 12 on the other side of the board. Plus whatever burn spells they have in hand, probably. You know what? I think I'm actually gonna do this because I don't think I can get out of this. Alright, so what do I got for them? So I do have Circular Protection red. And I think I probably have to have Enlightened Tutor. Warmth is good too. Rare Revelation. I don't think this card is gonna. I don't think that's gonna do anything in this game. Volcanic Spray. So this one I'm not sure because if they are playing any of the small creatures, I think I won that. Like if they're playing Grim Lavamancer or Mog Fanatic, not as much, but who knows? Maybe. I gotta cut 2 more cards. I think it's Circular Logic. I can probably shave some of it. Maybe, no, I've already Worm. I can probably cast that. I'm thinking. I think maybe is that are too ambitious for me to cast. I think Source of Plowshares is good. They're playing creatures. Seal of Cleansing would be another one that I might be interested, but I think it's fine like this. Just need to not just get crushed by one single wasteland. All right, I think I like this hand. I'm gonna start with the Gemstone Mine because I think I don't mind if this one gets wastelanded. I think I want to like see their brass to stay around. Basic land is even better. So for this deck, for some reason, and I take this probably more serious than I should. If you guys ever paid attention to the decks that I play on Magic Online, especially for Premodern, for Legacy, I don't put too much thought into that, but maybe notice that I actually care about the art that I play online. For especially for Premodern, I try to actually take the time to change all the arts for all the cards that I play when I download them into Magic Online. I'm going to discard something. I don't want to lose my Mongrel. Kind of sucks. I lose like, well, kind of good against Black Bites, and I still keep my creature around. They wasteland me. Fine, we're gonna play like a tempo game, I guess. But as I was saying, so like I do care about the art, the cards like I play. And like usually I was a fan of like Saga or Tempest block lands. So for this one, I try to try something different. I was a big fan of Masks and the original Portal basic lands too. So I actually thought the Forest looks better, like from masks than the Saga ones that I've been playing. So let me know what you guys think. I know some people like really put thoughts into their basic lens that they choose to play. So I think it's one of the cool things about Premodern. Play with the original art. Not judging anyone that plays with not the original art, but something that me personally, I like to do. We're gonna counter that guy, I think. We have 4 cards in hand. Black White's not doing anything. I think I'll play a land because that way I can keep the Gemstone Mine around. I think it's better to do this now, right? I'm not really sure. I got a little bit more damage. Changing the color. Yeah, I really I like this ones. I think they're look a little better than the Saga ones I've been playing. Tempest has got an interesting one, but I think it was the planes for Tempest that I wasn't such a big fan. Compared to the ones from Mask. So the bad thing is that I own almost 0 Mask basics. I think I'm probably gonna go search the interwebs for some Mask basics after recording this video. License dice. So that doesn't really kill anything, right? Oops. So there's 7. So they're just dead, I guess. I just masterfully don't play the card I'm gonna draw. Did it exist? Yes. Cool. All right. So again, I know I have like Disenchants and Seal of Cleansing here in the sideboard, Naturalize, but I really don't think that Black Vice is the card that's gonna kill me. Now, seeing Slice and Dice give me the idea of like cutting Mother Runes, but I don't know. Cutting Mother Runes seems like weird. Yeah, I don't think I can cut Mod ever. All right, I think I'm just gonna run it back like this. Like my opponent's name. Hell yeah. All right, so we have a potential turn 2 here, I think. Am I wrong? No, because I have to play 2 lands, right? Because even if I top deck a red source, I wouldn't have enough to kill them. Turn 1 Black Vice every turn. I mean, every game. Pretty good, opponent. Pretty good. See, those points are so beautiful. I know I'm still talking about the basics, but it's just something that I like. I'm a big fan of those. Big fan of pre-modern era basics. So again, if you're like me and you like those things, leave your comments below. I'll read them for sure. I'm gonna take 2 damage here. Is that correct? I'm gonna tap my planes. Okay, so I guess the play here is just to attack. I like how this game actually like the last 2 games we're actually playing it. Kind of a bummer. Like when the first game of the league you're playing, like, Wasteland and or whatever, like you draw the first land and then just don't draw any more action after that. When I'm recording these things, I really like to be able to you know actually play a match instead of just can't do anything, game's over. All right, so I am gonna have up my board, right? Nope, not discarding anything. Gotta wait for the trigger to go on the stack, I guess. It's not, I want to say it's incorrect, but it was probably more correct for me to tap Mother Runes and give protection from red to the tribe, like just in case something. But they're really only tapping one permanent. That's very good opponent. Very good for you. I'm jealous. I can put Arrogant Wurm in play. So they're thinking if they want to like keep the Ancient Tomb or the Mountain untapped, probably, right? I think that's what my opponent's thinking there. Ancient Tomb, of course, allows you to cast something bigger. I mean, the Rashadon port, I don't know if it matters too much for them. I guess I just want to like tap my stuff on my turn, but that's when Arrogant Wurm comes into play. Can't really cast that quite spec, so I think if I want to save Tireless Tribe for whatever reason, I think I'm just gonna start quite spec. Village. Okay. That is mildly annoying. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If I draw a red source, I can win here. Undiscovered Paradise. It's not an Undiscovered Paradise. I believe I only have green mana now that I can fetch with Windswept Heath. Matter of fact, let me double check. Because I think I only have 2 planes in the deck. No, this is off the top of my head, but yeah, it's only 2 planes. Okay. One of the rare times I actually remember my deck list. And I think it was important because I couldn't just fetch other planes and play Mother Runes. I don't know if I was gonna do it anyways, because then I'll just have triple planes that can't really cast anything. That's the concession we do when we play Premodern, right? Like we can't can fetch for dual lands in this format. More honest way. I have 2 cards in hand. All right, so I got to think about here. What am I going to do? I think I'm just going to just play the Worm. I can hold up Mother Runes. This does 2 things, right? It makes that I can have another creature in play. And I don't take damage from Black Flags. Sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought there for a second. Alright, Volcanic Spray. My kingdom for Undiscovered Paradise. I think if I mom plus above base, I don't know if they can do anything about it. It is a red creature too, right? Yeah. Not just like a colorless land or a colorless creature. Veteran Brawlers can untap. I'm not gonna show them untap mana. Okay, so I can't really do anything. Unless they want to take some mana burn or something. And this Volcanic Spray. No bueno. Hey. So they are 13 life too. Oh, I'm taking damage here. I forgot that. I should have probably started. Oh, they're gonna give me a trigger ability. Sweet. All right. So in this case, I will discard Quiet Spec, maybe. No, let's card Volcanic Spray. I'm not casting a card anyways. What are they doing? Oh, they turned that into a creature. Okay. I get that. I have Arrogant Wurm. Again, deck. Give me a red source. Aha. Is that game? Yeah, I think. Give protection from red. Right, this. This. I'm just gonna do this right now. Oh, I'm such a dumbass. Can I go back into the discarding part? I can't. All right, let's just play Warrens then. Completely forgot the interaction there. I deserve to lose. Okay. I mean, I guess I should attack then. Hold on, am I dead if I attack? No, I'm taking 10. Ah, that's gross. Okay, so what do I need to do now to unfuck this deck? I mean, this deck, this play. Completely forgot that I can't target my thing if it's got protection from red. So the play was to do the whole Tireless Tribe, switcheroo, and then give protection from red. Not the other way around. So I'm doing this so you don't do it. And now I'm going to lose my Undiscovered Paradise too. All right, I'm going to kind of put this as, I don't know, under the things that shouldn't have happened. And I discarded my mother runes too. I think if I had two moms and this creature is going to be really, really hard for me to lose, but somehow I found a way to do it. Pyroclasm. Um, I guess I'll save it. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think the card in my hand there probably seal the deal here. Um, I mean, maybe if I draw another Arrogant Wurm, not really sure. All right, what's oh? I guess I need to hold Arrogant Wurm back. I'm really trying to figure out like what can I do not to lose now. So I can't attack right because they have 10 power on the board. Yeah, this warmth. I guess it did gain 2 life, right? So I would have been a 6 now. Yeah, maybe it did something. I guess if I think they didn't want to attack. Draw a source of plowshares, maybe. If I attack, block the April red, bring back 6. Yeah, there's a problem with red decks, right? Like, can't I just sit here and not do anything? Eventually, they'll draw something and then they'll win anyways. So, yeah, I think Source of Plowshare is still probably one of my best draws. I don't have a discard outlet now, so I can't. This Call of the Herd maybe. Put more bodies on the board. Oh, yeah, go to 10. That is convenient. Okay, so if I attack, they block. I can kill one of them. So just realize it says whenever no opponent. So Volcanic Spray won't do it. If I give pro red, can't block, right? Then I can flash back this thing post combat. Wow. Okay. Did not think I was gonna win this game. I guess somehow I did un-F this game. Cool. That was round 1. So try to play a little tighter in round 2. All right, so back here for round 2. Again, hopefully play a little tighter than I played in the last game 3. Still kind of cool to like find a way to win at the end, but no, gonna make things a lot easier. Also, you get to the combo, like, right? That's what a purpose of playing this deck was. All right, so I love this hand. I like how it curves out like almost perfectly. Just need to draw a blue land, of course. But you know, throwing on mom, turn 2 creature that you can protect your mom, and then if I draw another source on any mana, then I can guess Arrogant Wurm. If it's a blue land, then I can get white spec. So, like I mentioned in the podcast with Curran, I've been kind of like looking for an excuse to actually buy some white specs and the cards that go along with that. But I don't know. Opponent has different plans. I came here to like play fair, and looks like they trying to kill me. I'm not gonna attack with his mother runes. I'm not sure what my opponent's up to. Looks like there might be maybe some kind of you know what? I think they're playing combo. I don't think this mom's gonna die. I'm just gonna. If I don't know what they're doing, it can't hurt me. That's what I think. I think it's like some kind of Tinker deck probably, or like a Ill-Gotten Gains deck maybe. I'm not sure. So I can swing for what? 5? Is that correct? Another thing that's kind of annoying on Magic Mind, you have to keep clicking the color for Wild Mongrel, even when it's not relevant, but c'est la vie. They have 14 life. Okay, they're not doing much yet. So put them at, let's see, +3, plus 10. I'm sorry, 6, not 6, 7. Hey, 6, 7. So 10 damage. Put them at 4. I want to assume that's the same thing as not put them at 0 or 1. 1 makes sense because then they can't tap Cedar Brass, but so 6, 7, 10. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna. Might just be dead here. They just kind of combo deck, right? Oh, okay. Is this Reanimator? It is Reanimator. Okay. So if they tap Cedar Brass, well, I guess hold on. I can always give protection to everything. That's convenient. And you don't have to have a land or anything like that too. It's not like a anger or one of those cards that you have to do the thing. You're gonna exhume. It's a May, right? I thought it was a May. Oh, okay. Oh, this thing has flying too. Okay, never mind. I'm okay with that. Deal. All right, so if unless something goes terribly wrong that I can't see right now, you'll be able to win here. This guy deals more damage, right? But this doesn't hurt anything. Yeah. Green. If this game goes a little longer, it's also fine too. Like, let's say if they do have something in hand. First to Plowshares, Phantom Nishoba. Sure to go to 12. Maro, I can just basically kill it by discarding my hand. All right. So I got Tormod's Crypt for them. Phyrexian Furnace. And Enlightened Tutor. I don't think Volcanic Spray is where I want to be at in this game. But the Disenchant stuff like can help against enemy dead, but kind of narrow. Maybe I can shave a couple Circle of Logic. Maybe some of the creatures. Maybe some of the creatures. Roar the Worm. No, maybe Roar the Worm, because I don't think. I think they're kind of small compared to their creatures, right? I mean, I guess Roar the Worm could be bigger than. I don't know. Anthony Showa took some damage. It doesn't look garbage, but when taking consideration what I'm up against, I think this is. Was my point is going to go for the draw the 8th card and then discard line? Seems fine, I guess. I wonder if they have Showing Town in their deck too. They were playing like a rainbow mana base, I guess, with the brass. I think I rather cast that first. Phantom Nishoba. If they reanimate, I think I can probably just let it go and just source of Plowshares in. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's annoying, but it is like it's a wash, right? As far as the life gain. And for 2, yield this thing. I'll target myself. Because I really like get deep analysis. I don't think I need to get Call of Herd, so I'm just gonna do this too. I'm gonna choose. Double City of Brass. A lot of damage. Yeah, speaking of which. Um, okay, so I mean, I guess they're 15. They'll take 2 damage if they want to cast anything meaningful. They still have to get through Tormod's Crypt. My guess is that they're probably going to try to go and tell something. I didn't have them dead, did I? And I just messed up accidentally? I don't think so. Okay, since I drew circular logic, I think I'm just gonna hold up the City of Breasts. They're at 10. They can take 5, 6, 7, 8. Five, 8, 9. Hmm. And I'm playing too, what's the word? Conservatively here, but I don't think I need to make a move. Future and yeah, that's fine. I just need to connect with one creature anyways, right? Yeah, yep. Like, oh, this is not protection, right? Exhume. Alright, so I'm gonna card this thing. Counter it. I guess, alright, for anybody who's watching, I should have let it resolve. Discard Wild Mongrel, but I don't think it's gonna matter here. But the whole thing about playing a little tighter. Yeah. Yeah, that was probably the correct thing to do. Just thermal script them, and in response to the exhume, start the Wild Mongrel. Then when exhume is resolved, then I'll get another Wild Mongrel, and I'll still have circular logic in my hand. So that was the correct line. But at this point, I don't think it mattered that much. So that was round 2. So currently 2-0. So we'll see you guys for round 3. All right, so we're back here for round 3. Yep. Um, let's see what kind of hand we got this time. All right, I think I can keep this. I draw the ball face. Is that turn 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Also, my opponent has to have no interaction. I just need them to go turn 1. I don't know, Luna or Elf. Oh, the rest would be fantastic here, opponents. Don't Cobalt Therapy me. No, Cobalt Therapy is fine. Unless they're doing Wild Mongrel, then I'll be kind of sad. Alright, this one needs to happen. They duress me. And then I draw the above face and win. Darn it. Alright, so I'm just going to attack first. Not going to do anything. Are they? No? Ah, they can just kill me like out of nowhere. Alright. Fortunately, I do not have it. Alright, so I'm going to play the Wild Mongrel. One thing about Wild Mongrel, I think when I'm playing against decks are playing black, is that some of the removal in the format actually can hit black creatures. So, kind of a plus. Ravenous Rats. It would be fantastic if it was the next turn. I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll discard Tireless Tribe. I think Mongrel's still a little better. So this is 1, 2, 3. So 4, 8, 12. I think it still makes sense to play a land so I can cast Arrogant Wurm. Aha. You activated my trap card or something. Not sure. I never watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Or play the game, so I just know the meme. I guess Trample. Crazy. White Spec? A good one to name. I mean, it's a 3 off in the deck, so I'm not sure, but maybe they don't know. You took Wild Mongrel. All right, makes sense. Ball face doesn't do much when you only have one card in hand. I guess I'll attack with those two. Because I don't know if the game's gonna be about face anymore. Face. Let me say about the ball face. One thing I don't think it happens very often in this format is that this can sometimes be like a removal spell if the creature has like 0 power, but yeah, they can have that, I guess. Maybe I should discard something in response, but they can activate factory. Oh, never mind. wonder what was the reason to cast Dark Ritual? And like triple black block? Oh, hopefully this card scored noise and then they are gonna triple block. Oh wow. Okay. I don't think they have any discard spells. I just discard a card from my hand. Unless they have, well, Hypnotic Spectre, but I'm gonna play the land then. Like they don't have Funeral Charm, I think, in their deck. I mean, it'll be a little awkward if I draw a second land now, but just because I said it. All right. So I'm gonna lose a land at one point here. Yeah, they attack. I'll lose my Gemstone Mine. I guess I don't have to fetch or anything like that. Tuco Shade. Okay. Looks like they're turning the corner here. All right. Maybe not. I mean, Shade's still bigger than my elephant, but I gotta do a little bit of math, I guess. So they could swing for 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think I need to block here. If I draw a Source of Plowshares, if I plow this, then I swing for 3. This is not great. I swing for 3. Play the Mongrel. So 7, 8, 9. I go to 5. So I can still tap my Cedar Breast easily. I don't have a card to discard. Okay. Problem that they gain 3 life from that too. So that messed up all the math that I just thought about. Alright, so they probably should just pump everything into it. Alright, so I need to draw a Source of Plowshares. That doesn't really do a whole lot. No. Well, I guess it does, right? Yeah, it does. It buys me a turn, but that's another reason why I need a Wild Mongrel in play, I guess. Now that I held that up, I should, get a casted. Like, I didn't think they were gonna go all in, but I thought they at least would swing with both creatures. That doesn't really do anything. I need to block Shade, I guess. And then, like, I'm still in the same spot. I'm gonna go to 1, lose Circular Logic. No. What do I got? Well, the problem now is that I don't have a way to deal with. I'm at 2 life, so I mean, I guess I can play to my outs, right? Try to block and draw another source of Plowshares. Your brass is a no-go zone now for me. Well, yes. Asking you shall receive. If I do on their turn, they might tap some of their mana, and I get like, sort of like a time walk, but they also gain more life. Not a Hypnotic Spectre. All right, what a chance I draw a third source of Plowshares? Not likely. All right. I don't know what I got here for them. I think Real Revelation probably doesn't do anything. Volcanic Spray. I mean, they have the rats and maybe the shade too. I think I think I want this card. You can cut one more. Oh, I have to cut one more. Maybe the Prismatic Strand. The strands. Interesting art for this card. I can dig it. Um. This hand's gonna get destroyed by a ball therapy. This hand's a lot better, I think. I'm gonna put the Circular Logic back. The rest of my hand, I don't really mind if it gets discarded. I mean, I guess quite spec, like getting discarded would be kind of bad vibes, but I need to name one of my creatures instead of quite spec. All right, okay, makes sense. I probably would have named Wild Mongrel too myself. Not that my opponent needs my affirmation, but cool. I'm just gonna cast this now because if they Discard Quiet Spec. I'm gonna be a little ticked off. I don't think I want Volcanic Spray. And I'm not tapping his mom. Thanks so. So if they cast like rats or whatever, I can just discard Roar the Worm. I'm probably like, should I do it? I mean, I'm not casting the front side of Roar the Worm in this deck. I don't think ever. Oh. Alright, so I'm gonna try to find me a source of Plowshares here real quick. Didn't find one. Guess I'll cast another mum. It kind of sucks now because now it's gonna get 2 of my all the hurt. But it is kind of like a time walk though, so they're not gonna do much else during this turn. I'm not sure if that's. I'm just gonna try to eat the whole thing. Oh no, I'm gonna play Curses Throw. Alright, so it didn't matter what mana they were using. Hmm. Can't really quite spec here. Like, don't have anything that I can do and cast in the same turn. Versus Crow can be a problem if they get down to, 1 card in hand. Dystopia. That's another problematic card too. Okay, I completely forgot about that. They could have that. Should have probably kept one of the rare revelations then. I guess Tireless Tribe can go. I don't think this is gonna end up well for me, but again, play to your outs, right? I did set out all the 2 rare revelations. Yeah, because they're gonna pay for the dystopia for forever. Maybe this. I don't know if this game was one of those games I should set out the combo. I'm not really sure if you ever supposed to set out the combo, but I think maybe this was one of them because they have a lot of creatures. They have a lot of removal spells. Maybe try to go into a more. I hate to use these words, but like a grindy mid range, like sounds so generic, but you know, something that's like trying to trade about face on turn 2, just um outvalue them, I guess, whatever you want to call it. All right, so think I think Wild Mongrel did its job. This is good. It doesn't have trample, does it? This is a zombie. This is a zombie. I mean, I guess it's. I cited it. I should. I'm gonna cast it. I don't know. It's a terrible logic, but it should hit y'all. You all. Zombie. Zombie. He's gonna get pro black. Because one of the moms gonna die next turn. Possibly both of them. I don't know. Maybe they have a removal spell or something. They can take 2 from Dystopia next turn. Oh, they take damage from the Graveborn Muse too. That's not a clear. I don't know how much do they take. Oh, it's for each zombie. Okay, I should read one's cards too. I should own one of those things. I should know this. Also, Graveborn Muse, Curse of Scroll. Seems like a number over here in this case. You got 5 cards in hand. I mean, I guess you can always Cabal Therapy yourself, and then if you have multiples of the same card in hand, it'll be kind of like a 5-head play. So I think the play here is like on my turn, give Wurm token pro black, sack that Mother Runes. Did I keep the spray? I did, so But I kind of almost want the Withered Wretch to stay in play. Attack. I'll 100% block too. Black. Oh, I kill. They gotta kill now. Pretty close game. You know, a card that maybe I should have got was the circular logic, like I was thinking. I'm assuming their removal spell is like something that costs 2 mana. Because you're gonna have to use Mishra's Factory to block Wurm. Oh. It'd be really interesting if this Tireless Tribe plus Circular Logic comes up. I don't think they can keep Dystopia around, right? Okay. But take 4. No, take 2 to go to 3. Oh. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can pay for it. No, I have to card this. They can still pay for it though. Just tap them. Oh, it does. Yeah, because I think one line I could have hoped to do, I mean, to hope for was like untap and then cast Quiet Spec and then get Lava spray them for 1. And the problem is that I was gonna kill the Ratchet too. That means they only take 1 from the Graveborn Muse. Like now there is 6 life, so it's like kind of out of reach now. It doesn't fly, right? It's a block. Um, hmm. So that's 6. The triple city of breast. Can't really attack. Like, yeah. Oh, diabolic edict. Okay. All right. Oh, I keep forgetting that there was different arts for diabolic edict. Yeah, they can just attack it also. Don't have to. All right. So that was round 2, and I mean, I'm sorry, round 3. Um, yeah, I kind of blanked on the dystopia. I was thinking like, no, they could have something like engineer plague like I had, but maybe I should have kept the rare revelation. But it's hard to say. Also, they deck that has a lot of removal. And then when you play a creature deck, that's kind of sometimes it feels like an uphill battle. So currently 2-1. Let's see if we can, win the next one. All right, so we're back here for round 2, number 4. I got the right deck. Yep. All right. That's it's a small win. Can I keep this one? Undiscovered Paradise makes things a little awkward, but I think I'm gonna keep it. I'll try it. Oh, hold on a sec. Got it. Keep forgetting that. Discord makes a lot of noise. Huh. That's funny. I mean, eventually I'm gonna trigger the Weather Wayfarer, but won't be this turn. All right, so I think the play here is just bet the planes, play this thing, and pass. I love this card, but I just can't think of a lot of decks I want to play with it. Maybe that's something I should be thinking about doing next video. All right, I guess I'll discard this too. So they need white mana to activate this thing. Oh, they do have a wasteland, so I guess I'm just chilling until I draw a basic forest, I guess. Oh, that's not a basic forest. All right, I'm just gonna keep attacking. Fortunately, my whole hand is green, and I fetch a planes. I mean, it wasn't gonna matter, right? Because I don't have any 1 mana green spells, so it's virtually the same thing. I guess like some kind of threshold deck. Oh Jesus! All right, another one of those games I'm gonna lose to a single wasteland. Yep, that thing is gone. I mean, I guess I'll play it. Unless I'm able to like circular logic something, I guess. Yeah, I don't think I want to do anything about this. I should yield this thing because it's gonna be pretty annoying. But if later in the game, if we go to late game, right? Because yeah, I think if they get one more wasteland, I think this game will be kind of a little out of reach for me. Even though they're not putting a ton of pressure, like all the creatures are kind of still kind of small. They don't have threshold. You are countering that? No, I don't have threshold. Fine. Let me do this real quick. There you go. Make things a little more bearable. guess just discard this. So it seems like if I put one Arrogant Wurm in play, and like brick walls their whole board. Yeah, this is like turn 8, and I haven't been able to attack, and I have a 1/1, so I think I'm fine so far. All right, found a basic forest. Yeah. Wild Mongrel doesn't really do a whole lot, but I guess I can attack now. Probably attack before I played Wild Mongrel. Yeah, I should have just probably attacked post combat. Because now they can just take the damage. They don't have to worry about anything. That might have been a small mistake. Could have 5 cards in hand. I mean, 6 cards in the graveyard, sorry. Yeah. They have some elephants. I guess I'll block this guy. And I can discard this. It doesn't really matter. And I'll, oops, let's discard Quiet Spec. And still green. That guy will die. Another problem I have here is now that I can't quite spec and do something. Like just the turns that I didn't draw anything. I can kill that with the Rare Revelation though. And I'm just gonna discard this. I'll go to 5. Yeah, I think I'll kill this thing first. If I draw another land. Oh, cool. And I can another Arrogant Wurm in play. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have to attack. Yeah, because White Spec, it's very good now, but never got to cast it. Like Lava Spray would have been pretty good. Gonna cycle the Thicket. Another name Mongoose. Okay. Hmm. Can I put them in the back foot? I'm not sure. So in this case, I'm going to discard this one. I think I'm going to try to attack. Yeah, it's green. Doesn't matter. So they basically have 2 points of damage, right? Because um they can tap my Cedar Brass, right? So if I swing with both, if they just take, they go to 5. They swing back for 1, 2, 3. I have 3 units to block. So take 2. That kills me. Right, so I need to block 4 creatures. Okay. Yeah, that's not. Unless they just. That's an interesting trade. I mean, maybe they think they just kill me with the reshot on port because I'm at 3 life too, so it's like very hard for me to be able to kill them before I can do anything. So I'm definitely gonna counter whatever they cast me. The Theater of War. I think they can attack. Oh man. I'm gonna give them a lot of life. Okay. It's in the same situation, right? Actually, I can be able to attack with this guy. Methinks. 21 life. Holy crap. All right. Let's do this real quick. So what can I do? I can grab this. This. I guess Roar the Worm makes more sense. Um, so I can block. I can trade here. Block here. Oh, no, I can just block these 2. Yeah. Well, I can block here with this one too. Untap. And the problem with Volcanic Spray plus a Shadow Important Cedar Breast is a 2-turn clock. In this case, I need to hope to draw not a source of Plowshares, and source one of my creatures. I can also just do this. It feels terrible. Oh, then it just doesn't do any damage. Yeah. Yeah, the problem is that we're showing importance to the breast. Because then, again, if I draw a source of plowshares, I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I can't take any damage this turn. I think I might just be cooked here. Yeah, because Volcanic Spray takes care of this, but I don't have enough to attack them for lethal. Yeah, I guess Rashad Port killed me. Died by what is it called? 1,000 cuts or whatever. I guess I need these things. I'm gonna try to play no circular logic. And another one of these. Engineer Plague is very good. I guess Naturalize is okay too. Yeah. I think Volcanic Spray plus the things that eat their graveyard might be enough. I was wondering if maybe instead of Ray of Revelation, just bring another Disenchant or something. Alright, so I'm gonna be able to play here. Yeah, I think I like this one. I can start taking the damage from oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. That was definitely not what I wanted to do. I guess I'm just gonna do this. One turn behind, I guess. I mean, I wasn't gonna do anything on turn 2 anyway, so not. Is that a terrible war? Oh, this thing's. Yeah, they can kill it. Not a big deal. Interesting that they chose to bring Engineer Plague against me. I think that's. Oh, I guess. What's the name of that card? Mother Rune is also human. I forgot about that. All right. So I guess bringing the extra enchantment hate makes sense. Let's see, the breast won your game last time. You like that. I'm gonna do this right now. Because later it's just hard for me to kill Nimbongos anyways. I like how my mana from base is all gonna go away next turn if I decide to cast Call of the Herd. This can be Undiscovered Paradise. If I attack, you're less likely to fort me next turn. I guess ideally I draw Wonder Dog, right? And yeah, this is second elephant. Okay. So green. I don't think the other ones matter. I will lose a Gemstone Mine though in the process. What I need to draw a quiet spec would be cool because then I can get rid of this. I guess Tormod's Crypt would be sweet. Yeah, I think I definitely need Tormod's Crypt. Or First of Plowshares, not terrible neither. So I can just draw nothing. All right. Here comes a Theravore. All right. So I think I'm gonna get smacked for 5 here. Yeah, I was wondering about the extra Disenchants, but I'm not sure. Maybe I should have brought in. There's a bunch of targets now that I can't kill. But I mean, also like no. Oh, we got a dog. So the problem playing the fetch is that okay, let's say if I do want to fetch, I just make their therefore bigger. Maybe keep it in my hand so I have something to discard to Wild Mongrel. I don't know. It feels like this is kind of I'm too far behind though. What did I just send the team? I guess being 5 life maybe doesn't make sense to do that. Also, right on time. He didn't see the line. Something about play 3 outs. All right. That was a quick game. All right. So yeah, still I'm not really sure about the disenchant effects. Maybe I should have brought some extra ones, but I wasn't really sure what side out to be quite honest. I like the things that give protection. Maybe the prismatic strands are not as good as having extra disenchants. I thought the Ray of Revelation made sense, right? Because they all had I think most of the things I want to destroy are enchantments, like artifacts like Mox Diamond is not really a prime target for disenchant, but either way. All right, so that was round 4, currently 2-2. Get 2 more rounds, so hopefully we can finish with a positive record. The deck seems really fun, a little complicated for me still. Quite honest, I think this is like I didn't get to play too many matches before recording the video, but I thought it looked sweet and low key I still wanted an excuse to buy some white specs. All right, see you guys here for round 5. All right, so we're back here for round 5. Yeah, currently 2-2. Looks like I'm on the play. Yeah, I'll keep this one. Funny enough, I haven't seen Tireless Tribe plus about face in any of those matches. I don't think so. I think maybe just the one that I missed the combo. Oh, no, I think I just realized that. Oh, look, have fun, or just good luck. Actually, no, have fun. Just good luck. I like my opponent. Keep things more realistic, I guess. It's a wasteland. All right, so we're gonna play the basic land next turn. I think. I mean, there's a lot of dogs. Got the whole PETA here, or SPCA. That's interesting. Mock Fanatic. Okay. Oh, it's goblins, I guess, right? Yeah, let that slide. If it was a slide deck, I would let that slide, but not the case. I'm gonna try to play the mom. Now they don't have any creatures on the board, because if they play a creature in Gem Palm Incinerator, then that's worse. At least now I can at least try to dodge that. Third Prospector. Okay. Goblin Lackey. Alright. Not sure how I'm supposed to beat this deck. Oh, hold on. I do have Junior Plagues in the sideboard. Hey, forgot about that. Alright, so let's play a Wild Mongrel. Can brick wall the Goblin Lackey. It's possible those correct me to kill the Kirk Prospector Source of Plowshares to constrain their mana, but like if they just have extra lands in hand, then it just doesn't make sense though. Three mana. Oh, War Chief. Okay, that's a much better target for the Source of Plowshares. Basic planes would be awesome. And this is good too. All right, so let's just do this right about meow. I think I'm gonna play carefully here because I think my plan here should just attack Arrogant Wurms and things like that. And swing with this guy, they're not gonna block, right? Okay. So they go to 18. And I can play Arrogant Wurm, EOT, Goblin Mage. And what are they gonna get? I wouldn't mind just drawing another Source of Plowshares, or I don't know. Oh, no. Quiet Spec would be kind of cool too, because then I can. Well, Lava Spray as a one shot's not as good here in this board state. I guess if I top deck, Lava Spray is very good. And I just clear the board. Above face. I'm just gonna attack with this guy. The ability is still red, right? I'm not. I think I'm correct about this one. Or is it? Hold on a sec, because I should need to look that up. Okay, it is red because, huh? Okay, yeah. Because the magical line when it's on the stack like looks red, but it wouldn't be the first time the magical line represents something not the correct way. So just want to double check. It's a little bit low. All right, so we're gonna play another demonic tutor, aka Goblin Matron. I could get 2 gem palm incinerators. Okay, they're definitely gonna kill my mother runes if excuse me, if they really want to. That is kind of hilarious. I guess I just swing with the team. They might start thinking about blocking things. I think they have to go wide too. They can just like take damage like that. All right, so I'm gonna cast another dog. I'm gonna cast another mom. And I think at this point I'm gonna hold the cards in hand so I can discard to Wild Mongrel, right? I believe their play here is to just double incinerating me, I guess. I mean, not me, but one of my creatures. Right, so they're gonna try to get the big one. All right, so I'll protect, I guess. Okay. What I want. So I want engineer plague, probably circular protection. Way to find circular protection. I mean, I guess warmth is not terrible. The rare revelation doesn't do anything, and I'm not a big fan of circular logic against goblins neither. Disenchant all this. No, yeah, I think we can just roll like this. Glory and all the other things that give protection are amazing. I was just kind of lucky to win game 1, actually. All right, so I think I'm going to keep this one. I can follow the first creature. Above face is kind of a mulligan here, actually, but it's whatever. Those are the mountains I play with my all my mono red decks in Premodern too. Big fan. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna plow that guy. Because he has 2 toughness. This could be a mistake, but I think I've got to do it. So Matron, aka Demonic Tutor for 3 mana. Alright, so I'm gonna play the Gemstone Mine because I don't want to telegraph the sorry. So I had someone knock on my door. And so I just need to see how I'm going to navigate this because, again, my mana base is kind of fragile now. I guess black, and can reset this one, I guess. It's going to be globals. Oh, that's pretty good. Except for this third prospector. The prospector is gone. Yeah, they can actually attack here. You can probably attack with both. I'm not going to block a thing. A Goblin Pile Driver. Another about face. All right. Okay, I'm just going to attack. Not looking very good now. I don't think they noticed that. I don't think goblins have any reason to put a creature in a graveyard, right? Someone did say something. Oh, yeah, they didn't realize. How dare they don't realize that? Who would forget that your cards have protection from red and you can't about face, or when your goblins are -1/-1 and you play a 1/1? Who would do that? It's 3 goblins. All right, so I'm gonna need to do this now. Son of a gun. All right, so green and lose all my lands. Oh no, that's 3 damage, right? Oh, what was that too? I'm not about facing anything, anyways. So I have 4 cards in hand. Yo, I'll block, I guess. Oh, they can have Parkinese, I guess. Yeah. All right. They have Parkinese, then I'm just go. I think. Well, maybe not. They only have 2 cards. Well, I don't know. Do they? They didn't exile the Goblin leader yet, so maybe. All right. I mean, I'm at 19 life. I'm taking what, 3 here? But if they play the other guy, that's +1 +3, so that's 6. Yeah, it's a fairly fast clock. Hold on, did they already cast the ringleader that they revealed? I didn't think they did. All right, yeah, they didn't. I didn't keep track of the. All right, so now the War Chief. Okay, so that's 3 +6. Yeah. So Source of Plowshares. Who doesn't do it? All right. I said if they don't have a removal, I can trade with Pile Driver, take 3. And what? Top deck Lava Spray. Well, never mind. I think I'm dead now, right? Oh no. War Chief was the one that was going. All right. Oh, all right. Oh, swords. Um. So what are the? Maybe I don't want the above faces then. Spring Circular Logic, I guess. Yeah, that card. I don't know. Not really sure if I like that card. Um. I think I gotta keep this one, right? Like one of my better curves against goblins, I think. The only problem is playing the Wild Mongrel into Pyrokinesis, but I think they're gonna try to get a 2-for-1 at least. We'll see. I'm gonna start with the Windswept Heath so I can fetch a planes if I need to. Kill Goblin Lackey. Well, they mulligan to 5. I think it still makes sense to do this at the end of my turn, right? Instead of untapping and fetching. Um, just question on like, I think I do cast the. They only have 4 cards in hand, so if they decide to go down to 2 cards, I think just the Wild Mongrel die anyways. And I'm gonna hold on to the Engineer Plague until they play a Goblin, I guess. It's felt like they have Arcanesis in hand. A little pause there. I'm not sure. Just that vibe. Um. Okay, so I got a forest. I did on my turn. Yeah, maybe I should have done on my turn, right? Because then it's a little. It was 1 more point of damage. But Wild Mongrel kind of did its job now. So if it dies now, it's kind of like whatever. Fire can't kill both creatures, can only kill one or the other. Yeah, I think that they have some kind of removal in hand. They just wonder if they want to do it or not. And this, I'm assuming it's for green, right? Because I think that's what they. No, they had City of Brass too. So they probably have a way um to deal with the Engineer Plague. All right, I'm just gonna attack for 2. And again, I still like to cast Engineer Plague when it does something instead of just leave it hanging out on the board. This Volcanic Spray looks amazing. Oh, this is pretty cool. All right. Maybe I should not take so much damage. So let's do this like this. I think Tireless Tribe can go here. And I'm gonna hold on to Glory. This is not repeatable damage, so I don't think it matters so much if I discard now, discard later. It's a pile driver. Let's get rid of the pile driver. And let's draw more cards. Sweet. Both of those cards are excellent. 3. All right, again, gotta remember that no, they mulligan to 5 here, so nah, like it was a home run. Kind of sucks. I have to give them 2 more points in life. I think it makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna go to 11. But this time around, I am going to do this. And green. I go to 10. I have a blocker. Right. I mean, I guess it all depends if I want to play around. Well, let me see what I draw first. So I could discard Glory. So let's say if I discard in my hand, right? Except for Volcanic Spray too. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's lethal, right? And so let's do this first. I can guard Glory. Uh, so if I make everything pro red, then what you do is just I was just gonna Volcanic Spray, get this out of the way, and then swing with the team. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll be 7, 8, 12, and then +1 from the Volcanic guy. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, they. I mean, they're only to 5, so it's kind of. I think if they get to 7, maybe it would have been more similar to game 2. Like they have a lot of removal. It is kind of hard for me to fight through all that removal. So that's probably why. I mean, that's why I brought back the circular logic, I guess. That if I can get a circular logic to hit a pyrokinesis, then I think that's one of those turning points, right? That helps you get ahead. 1-4-2 usually how I think you win these games. All right, cool. So that was round 5. So currently 3-2. I'm gonna play the last one, and hopefully we can finish with a positive record. All right, so here for the 6th and final round, round of the league. It looks like I'll be on the play. What we work with here. I don't think I can keep this hand. Apparently. Good luck, have fun. GL HF. I guess I can keep this one. Let me see. What do I want to get rid of here? No, I'm gonna get rid of my other runes. Well, not get rid, but toss it back. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, still fine. Guess I'll be a little bit more upset if they were playing Sply, maybe. Goblin Tinker. Okay. Hmm. I need to get we get aggressive here. Goblin Matron. I don't just like to draw fetch land here. For 2. Okay. Basically just trading points of damage for now. That could be relevant. Again. All right. So, I mean, I guess if they okay, War Chief is probably okay. All right. I think I'm gonna try to get them with this. If I, no, I think this is fine. I was gonna maybe block this Kirk Prospector again, try to make that they don't have as much mana. So we can attack with this too. Yeah, the elephants are like, they're super big here for them to deal with, I think. Bling Ringleader. All right. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, they're playing Final Fortune. That's sweet. I was actually thinking about like doing that recently. One of my best friends used to play a lot of goblins back in the day, and that was one of his things. He used to like to play Final Fortune in his goblins deck. All right, so let's see. Could discard this. Doesn't really matter. Oh, it does matter. Oh, I can always discard for this one. No, they want a Gem Palm Incinerator. Okay, they didn't have a chance to do all that. All right, so yes, Circle of Protection, Near Plague, Enlightened Tutor. Get rid of Real Revelation. Yeah, I'm gonna get. I don't think I can combo here. I was thinking maybe bringing the Warmth. 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 I don't know why I put an E there. Yeah. Goblin Lackey. So I guess in this case, I'm just gonna play with Tireless Tribe to make sure I can block this. Okay, so I think I just want to get hosed by a Pyrokinesis. Double rush on port. If I attack, I'll definitely block it. Yes, ringleader, matron. Looks like they're a little squeeze for red mana. Not blocking that. Yeah, I guess if I draw a way to play engineer, that's not. Hmm. Another tribe. I guess. I drew a second mountain. Another ringleader. I mean, that's one that they found. Matron. Just to completely ignore my Undiscovered Paradise. So they sniffed the Arrogant Wurm and like not falling for that. They're deep in the tank now. I guess what we can do is just like sack a lackey for mana and it's like a ringleader, cast matron. I don't know. Get a siege gang and that goes wider. Oh, they lost connection to the game. Sorry. And they came back. All right. That's what happened. So they weren't deep in the thing. It was just maybe some internet issues there. It happens sometimes. But in any case, I think I will cast my worm at the end of the turn. So my very arrogant worm. I'm just gonna get forests here because majority of the deck is green anyways. The thing is, if they see the worm the first time, they might be hesitant to attack the second time because I might just have another one. I really need to draw some action though. Tormod Crypt. It's good against the elephants, I guess. Patron. What are they gonna get? I'm assuming some kind of removal or I don't know, goblin that goes big. Or G. Maybe they're trying to go for a big turn next turn with a like War Chief plus I don't know, some number of pile drivers. This might be a little too late. Alright, so I'm not gonna attack them because that's just dumb. And I think I have to hold up a City of Breasts just in case. Okay, there's a Prospector and a Parkinese. Sack that guy. Okay. And there are Parkineses. Yeah, I don't think I can beat that. Alright. Alright, I think it was fine. I don't think about face still gonna work here. We just need to not draw so many blanks. Feels a little bit slow, but I want to play F7. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I might get 1 for 1 here with the Call of the Herd. Not a Monk Fanatic. Okay. Just fine, I guess. better than I'm gonna fetch now. I don't want to draw any more lands, I think. First flush is a good one. So this real quick before they nuke my graveyard. War Chief. Okay, I think I need to hold up a white mana for War Chief now. Let's do first pick. Block one. They're not gonna let me have the second one, right? Fine. I would say GG. And they have a different name on Gatherling, so. All right, so that was round 6. End up going 4-2 with this deck. And Circle of Protection red next. Okay. I played against goblins twice. I don't think I've played against goblins in a while, I think. I got played twice in this league. So a little recap. So this was a list that I got it from the Sunday Showdown at Eternal Weekend. I really wanted to play that event, couldn't play it. Explained the intro. I had to leave. Couldn't stay there the whole Sunday. Kind of wish Card Titan would change the schedule for the big Premodern event. I think that was the same way last year. They might have changed the time a little bit, especially because it wasn't my case. But if you do, they changed the scheduling for the Legacy main event. They turned into almost like a GP style event. I think you play 9 rounds in day 1 and then 6 rounds in day 2. And if you do well, like, you know, if you go X3 in day 1, then you wouldn't be able to play the Premodern event the next day. And from what I can tell, there's a big overlap of, like, you know, Legacy player and Premodern players. But you know, that might be a conversation more for the podcast more than gameplay video. But so this was from that event. 111 players. Zupon was, like, no, the name of the player that shows up as being the player that took down the event with this deck. No, I think the deck looks sweet. Quite Speculation is one of those cards that I didn't play around that time, but I had a buddy that he was always trying to brew Quiet Spec in Legacy. We never were able to, like, you know, actually come up with a good list. We're always trying to, like, you know, do things with Cabal Therapy and, you know, things like that. But we never actually, I don't think I ever put us to get a 75. But in Premodern, that card has been doing really well. Like, you know, lately we saw in Armageddon decks, we saw in this deck. But I think the Armageddon deck is really the one that we've been seeing this card shine. As someone who was playing a lot of elves, Quiet Spec for Volcanic Spray out of the Armageddon deck is something terrifying if you're trying to play little green creatures. So this list, the other thing that I really liked it was the addition of Glory. That's another card that I've seen here and there, but it feels like out of the incarnations, that's not one of the ones like we see a lot. Like usually Genesis, really the one we see, and I think I mentioned the Anger, but I actually do not remember if Anger was an incarnation too. Anger is an incarnation. So it's part, I guess it's part of the cycle, except that those you have to have a land that matches the incarnation, like Wanderer and Genesis, Wandering, Anger. So yeah, Glory is not one that we've been seeing very often, but really cool addition to the deck. And again, Quiet Spec kind of opens up things like Prismatic Strands and Volcanic Spray and Deep Analysis. Deep Analysis is like another one that like helps you just go up in cards and have more cards to discard to Wild Mongrel. Kind of helps against some of the slower decks who just like need to draw more cards. It's not great, of course, but it does. It is something you can Quiet Spec and kind of like replace itself, right? No, it's a 2 for 2 basically. Yeah, the sideboard again looks really, really good. It kind of covers all the bases, right? Like you got Engineer Play, you got some for mono red, you got more artifact trade for cards like Dreadnought. And again, I also really like the A+B factor that we have in this deck. That like you can just kind of win out of nowhere if on turn 2 with Tireless Tribe and About Face. And again, if you watch the video, you can probably tell like there's some. Definitely, like I needed more experience playing the deck to play more optimally. Like look at round 1. It turned out it worked out okay, but could definitely have played a little better. And again, if you like Legacy, if you like Premodern, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. You can also find all my deck lists on Moxfield. Brenda's, I think you can follow people on Moxfield. I follow a few people. I think most of them are Premodern players. So always like to browse for like full Premodern brews and like see what people are doing like in the Premodern space. And again, you can also follow me on Blue Sky, Twitter, Twitch. There's not a whole lot of, kind of hard for me to stream on Twitch Premodern, but you can follow me there. And I've also got a Legacy podcast. It's called Legacy Small Talk. That one we record weekly. We have new episodes coming out on Fridays. Me and my buddy Jared and Mike, we record every week. We did miss last week because of Eternal Weekend, but we're going to be releasing 2 episodes this week. And then we also have got the Herd podcast with Curran, aka Testacular. That one we record about every 2 weeks. And it's Premodern centered. We do talk a little bit about other formats too sometimes, but it's a Premodern format, Premodern podcast. And that one you can find here on YouTube. For now, we don't have an audio version of the podcast, just YouTube, but I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast too. And again, hope you guys liked it and wait to read the comments. I'm sure there'll be a few I think I learned a lot by reading the comments of people that have more experience playing these decks. I love reading them and I'll see what you guys thoughts are on the deck list and some of the plays. And until next time, thanks for watching.